I'm here to introduce you to Plastic Shed, a recycling workshop bringing people together to make beautiful and useful things out of plastic waste. We want to build connections in our increasingly divided communities, and we care a lot about reducing plastic waste. Currently, the narrative of our society focuses on strongly polarised groups. So much so that a recent YouGov survey has found that half of us felt that empathy has declined in the past year. Work by Ipsos Mori shows that people have fearful perspectives on issues as diverse as immigration, teenage pregnancy, murder rates, and of course Brexit. As human beings, we have evolved to focus on negative information around things that we don't know much about in order to sense and react to threats. And until we're convinced otherwise, we only share, like, and engage with information that reaffirms our opinions, even if it's wrong. Creating opportunities for people to connect with others and better understand their neighbours is what Plastic Shed is all about. During my year here placement in a community centre in North London, I saw that even in the most well-meaning of contexts, people can be so easily divided by their values. Yoga, youth clubs, knitting groups, all happening under one roof, and yet so few opportunities for individuals to interact with others outside of their social circles in a meaningful way. So what's all this division and polarisation got to do with plastic? Well, the issue of plastic waste right now is cutting across political and social divides. I'm sure you've all come across at least one article on the topic, no matter where you consume your media. This is no longer an agenda only pushed by eco-warriors. In fact, research by Sky Ocean Rescue shows that 87% of Brits are concerned about the UK's use of plastic waste. Plastic Shed combines a mission that unites us all with low barrier, low commitment opportunities to get involved. What's so great about a community plastic recycling project is that there are so many points at which people can get involved, appealing to our spectrum of abilities. For example, people can take part in our group plastic picking, walks, or those who are housebound can participate in our buddy collection scheme, putting plastic to one side at home for their buddy to collect. The central hub being the Plastic Shed workshop, where people can create new products from waste materials. We've already worked with groups on craft projects using plastic waste, and so far we've realised that it's key for us to run practical, simple projects that don't ask for high levels of commitment, because we understand that people need to engage at their own pace in order for us to really reach out to those who are most isolated. And the range of things you can make with plastic, a few examples pictured behind me, means we can reach out to an even bigger mix of people. Our setup is based on the open source model provided by Precious Plastics, who have designed machinery which allows people to recycle more types of plastic waste locally. The machinery, along with more regular tools and furniture, will allow us to set up Plastic Shed as a fully functioning workshop, providing access to equipment that many wouldn't otherwise have access to. Our business model is similar to maker spaces and community workshops across the UK, in that we will rent out space to freelancers and sole traders. We've already started working with local people to make sure we're designing a space that really provides value. On an average, these workshops charge £250 per month for full-time use. By securing a low-rent venue, we will be able to charge competitive rates and offer and run a sustainable business. I now live in Stockport, just south of Manchester, and this is where we're going to get started. The funds raised from tonight will allow me to buy the machinery to pilot the Plastic Shed workshop. I'm also looking for pro bono research support and introductions to community organisers, product designers and makers who can help build up a strong advisory board. In the long run, we plan to work with communities across the UK, and by monitoring social trends online and locally, we can match more unifying missions with more low barrier, low commitment opportunities. In the meantime, we hope to see more empathy driving connections between more people and witness individuals' peer-to-peer networks grow and their access to community resources and employment opportunities increase, see their health and wellness get better as a result of being more active and forming new friendships.